I just got an email that shook me harder than Sapphira's sword through Arif. Wizards of the Coast just announced a Secret Lair with Final Fantasy, and I haven't screamed this loudly since my Cloud cosplay got rejected from Comic-Con. This drop is really gorgeous and it's probably going to sell out faster than you can say Xana can. So let's break it down and see what's actually in it. If you somehow avoided falling into the Secret Lair rabbit hole, first of all, congratulations, you still have a retirement fund. Second, it's basically Magic's limited time over the top card drop series. Direct to consumer, distributed to you by Secret Lair, sub-brand of Wizard of the Coast. Those are themed around pop culture, art styles or brands like Street Fighter, Walking Dead, etc. Walking Dead was actually a pivot point because they introduced new cards and not only reprints like before, and they also collab with artists they usually don't do, like street artists, comic artists and album designers, for example. Sometimes they're super valuable, sometimes they're just a vibe. So what happens when you mix the most nostalgic JRPG franchise with the most expensive cardboard addiction on earth? You get these free drops. Secret Lair teams up with Final Fantasy for 3 new drops. In addition, we will also get a Gilded Lotus. Depending on the language you select, you will get English or Japanese. I think those look awesome. If you know the cards, why not? In addition to these drops, fans will receive a Rainbow Foil Gilded Lotus promo card while supplies last. So if it's the same as with Marvel, you should hurry and check your emails on that day. So there's already our first set. You got 5 sorceries. Game over. Those are board destroying, game changing cards. So let's start with Spira's Punishment as Day of Judgment. Misspelled here, you will not find the card if you type it in like that, and it's also not like here. So we got destroy all creatures, 2 and 2 white. Got a giant huge turtle riding the wave and destroying SpongeBob's house. Of course this is sin. Then we got absorb into time as temporal extortion. So you can let them pay half of their life. If they do, count it and take an extra after this turn. Then we got Kefka make an appearance as Toxic Deluge as Merciless Poisoning. Pretty good board vibe. As an additional cost to cast this spell, you pay X life. That's definitely a playable card, I've seen it a lot. Then we got Praetor's Grasp as Unseat the Usurper. This card made only 1 appearance in New Phyrexia and also got another Secret Lair, so I'm not really sure about this card. But you can search target opponent's library for a card and exile it face down. Then that player shuffles. You may play that card for as long as it remains exiled. And then we got a pretty awesome artwork with Sephiroth and Meteor Fall as Star of Extinction. Destroy target land, Meteor Fall deals 20 damage to each creature and each planeswalker. So yeah, this set is really game over. I will put in the prices and I already have checked those. Just for the playability of the cards, you would have to pay 27 euros or dollars. I think there's no really much of a difference. So for those 2 cards, and you would pay $30 for borderless alt arts. Those are obviously more worth than the prices that I used to compare it, but I just made it to compare the prices of the game pieces, if you know what I mean. So you get it 30 non-foil, 40 rainbow foil. So it's $3 off, but I think for these artworks, Kefka and Sapphire alone, and also Sin is really cool. I think this is not too bad. So let's continue with the Grimoire drop. So we got Prismatic Ending as Yuna's Holy Magic. Exile target non-land permanent if its mana value is less than or equal to the number of colors of mana spent to cast a spell. Not bad, but also not really good. But I love the artwork of Yuna. Final Fantasy X, my favorite one. So this is really awesome. Then we got a really huge banger, the Cyclonic Rift as Hope's Aero Magic. Tutors in the water. I'm not sure if it's in the Blitzball Stadium or just ruins or something. My bad. So you can return target non-land permanent you don't control to the owner's hand. For the overload cost of 7, you can remove target and put in each there. So you just clear the board and put everything non-land to each other's hand you don't control. Then we got Dam as Noctis Death Magic. Destroy target creature. A creature destroyed this way can't be regenerated. Overload 4. So you also switch target for each and have to pay the higher cost. Not too bad, but the visual banger of this set I think is Vivi. Casting Lightning Bolt. Deals 3 damage to any target. It's really awesome. And of course Erif's Koraga Magic as Heroic Intervention. Really strong card. Permanents you control again hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. Really good strong card. So this set is also value wise really looking good. We got a 37 euros what I've checked, and those are cards just the cheapest version in a near mint or excellent whatever playable good looking condition you can compare it. You should compare it with near mint actually. So yeah, 37-40 definitely worth it. Cyclonic Rift been played in a lot of decks, and Heroic Intervention as well is really good, and the Vivi Lightning Bolt is just insane, just a bonus, and these two are also bonus. These are not really pricey. Prismatic Ending is also available for 10 cents for example, and Damn for 50 cents, but for these artworks it's really cool. So let's see our last drop, the last third one. We got Staff of the Storyteller as Yuna's Sending Staff. This artifact enters, create a 1/1 white spirit creature token with flying. Whenever you create one or more creature tokens, put a story counter on this artifact, remove a story counter from this artifact, draw a card. Not too bad, and the artwork is just awesome. I think this one in foil just goes really crazy. I love actually the weapons, they look really good. Next we got the Blade of Selves as Clive's Invictus Blade. Equipped creature has Myriad, equip 4 for 2. Really cool artworks. We got Umezawa's Jit as Cloud's Buster Sword. Whenever equipped creature deals combat damage, put 2 charge counters on Cloud's Buster Sword, remove a charge counter from Cloud's Buster Sword, choose one, equipped creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn, target creature gets -1/-1 until end of turn, you gain 2 life, equip for 2. That's awesome that we got Buster Sword in Magic the Gathering, so I think this is a huge gain. I hear the voices where people are annoyed by all the Universe Beyond stuff, and I get it with stuff like Avatar and SpongeBob and maybe too childish stuff, but I think it's also kinda working to get new people in. So yeah, maybe we just need the real sick Universe Beyond stuff in addition to awesome Magic stuff. But I think this Secret Lair drops, all 3 are really awesome. So we got the last 2 cards. We got Colossus Hammer as Gaia's Dark Hammer. Equipped creature gets +10/+10 and loses flying. Equip for 8. And we got Tidus Brotherhood Sword as Sword of Truth and Justice. So this sword is really strong. Equipped creature gets +2/+2. It has protection from white and from blue. That's really strong. Whenever equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, put a 1/1 counter on creature you control, proliferate. Equip for 2. So also the same pricing. We get 30 for the non-foil, 40 for the rainbow foil, and this whole set, if you go for the cheapest cards alone, the sword is 25, would be for around 40 euros. Umezawa's also around 8 or something, 8 to 10. So this one's, I think one of those 3 sets is the best bang for your buck. Depends on what you're playing, of course. Otherwise, I would say that this set is definitely a go-to if you have playability for those 2 cards or just love Vivi. And the first set is potentially missable. I just love the Sephiroth's Meteor Fall, and just this whole set just as a imagining as a playlist of Sephiroth, just death and board wipe, so it's really good. So you can get all non-foil for 30, you can get all foil for 120 if you just don't get them in a bundle. What I don't get is that you can get Final Fantasy English language Final Fantasy bundle, which contains the rainbow foil and the non-foil version of each drop, and I think that's kind of lame, and you have to pay 200, and that's the possibility to get the promo card. Or you can go for the Japanese drop that has the same pricing as the English versions, and I would rather go for the English ones. I don't know Japanese. They look sick for sure. I'm pretty hyped to get the non-foil version for sure. Maybe even the rainbow foil. Maybe I even get baited into the bundle to get the Gilded Lotus as well. We will see. If you're super crazy, you can go for English and Japanese and go for, but you can just go separately. It's not really a crazy bundle here. So let's quickly summarize. We got the release date on June 9th or June 10th, depending on where you're living. Price per drop is 30 for the non-foil, 40 for the rainbow foil. We got 2 languages, English and Japanese, and a bonus promo, free rainbow foil Gilded Lotus with certain bundles. Buy all 3 drops and you get a rainbow foil Lotus for free, which is good because after spending $120 on enemy swords, you'll need some mana ramp. Should you buy it? Look, if you're a Final Fantasy fan, this is a no-brainer. The cards are gorgeous, the reprints are solid, and the nostalgia is weaponized. It's great for collectors. There are definitely playable reprints like Rift, Deluge, Jit, Sword. The art is top tier. Worst case, you get to cast Lightning Bolt with Vivi. Best case, you resell Meteor Fall for 3 times its value in 6 months. Either way, I'm in. I'm really curious which card is your favorite from the drop, or which whole drop. Personally, if they don't give us Auron next wave, I'm storming WotC HQ with a katana and a tragic backstory. Like, subscribe, and let me know which Final Fantasy character you want to see on a magic card, and if you say Kate Sith, I'm calling the cops. Peace.